make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Thomas looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for room, it's Daniel. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Gators are in the hurry-up. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You saw the tight end on a big play there on that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to take a shot on second and short. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Thomas looking to fire. Gets it to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilson. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. Breaks the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Working that left side now. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Inside the 25. Stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Taylor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile guy.
They'll go up top on second and short. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground, it's Daniels. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line in the
first down. And now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Thomas looking to fire. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a...
Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Unloads quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Touchdown! And that one will put him up here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel. The fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Toss sweep to the right. Fighting off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go there.
There he goes! Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Thomas back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab, breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They want to run this quarterback. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Punts it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Snagged in the middle. It's Nichols. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And wisely gets out of bounds stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Thomas looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out. I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game now. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Complete to the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll go to the ground. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.